Greg Abbott, is he's in this big standoff with the White House and all this kind of stuff. But nothing can save you from, if maggots have learned anything at this point from their leaders, it's that the people you should trust the least are the people you're supposed to trust the most. Which, I gotta say, has to be a great way to live. You know what I mean? What a great feeling to have when you wake up in the morning and go to bed at night, that everybody is probably a fucking narc. You know what I mean? Everybody's a fucking fed. That's it's like, even pretending to think that is just, it's so relaxing. And I'll give you a good example. This is an Alex Jones clip. Is Abbott a puppet of the World Economic Forum? I could probably debunk this fairly easily, but I don't know why I should. What good does it do me to free this fuckhead from the paranoia of this fuckhead, right? Why bother? I don't want to make these guys. Why would I want them to stop thinking ill of everyone else and just going, yeah, maybe you mind if I pat you down? Like, dude, I just went to the bathroom. Yeah, you fucking wire. You're wearing a wire, aren't you? You're wearing a wire. You're telling everybody what I'm doing. So let's check this out. Is Abbott a puppet of the WEF? Yeah. Spoiler alert. Absolutely. Yeah. Establishment. Something just very deep state. Obviously. Greg Abbott refuses to denounce the World Economic Forum. Some dude walks up to him and is taking a cell phone video with him, and this is how it goes down.
Klaus Schwab of the World Economic Forum has bragged publicly about infiltrating governments and grooming political leaders. Now, he's for the Great Reset, pushing forward Agenda 2030, complete globalization.
All right. This is the point in the conversation where even Greg Abbott, who is an asshole, let's not forget, is realizing that what he thought was going to be a simple selfie from a dough-headed maggot took a hard right turn into Roseanne Barville.
Do you denounce?
And he's like, uh-oh.
The World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab, and the Great Reset?
Listen, I'm not a globalist. I'm a Texas person, an America First person.
But do you denounce Klaus Schwab and the Great Reset?
I promote Texas and America.
Okay.
All right.
There you go. He wouldn't say it. I told you he wouldn't say it. You can tell that's why we shouldn't have passed the ADA. Because you can't trust these people. They all got a chip on their shoulder. Unless they've lost their arm, in which case they don't. I don't know if they technically still have a shoulder in some cases. But you know what I'm saying.
While other networks lie to you about what's happening now.
We lie to you about stuff that will happen in the future and in the past and what's happening right now. Also, I got to say, that's not what the sky looks like right now, so I'm going to have to call bullshit on these graphics.
Infowars tells you the truth about what's happening next.
The truth about what's happening next. You mean prophecy? Adorable.
Visit Infowars.com.
I don't need to do that. Just get to the fucking point.
/show and share the link today.
Why would I have to? Why? They don't know. People don't know how to Google Infowars and find it if they good Lord. /show. You literally you made the AI voice say that for you.
Now, since we talk about Abbott a lot here on the show and ask, is he controlling the border? Is he not? We've been down.
Yeah, we don't know. Obviously, we moved our entire thing down here. We've been sucking his butthole this entire time, and I might have been wrong about that because I often am.
There are a bunch the last few years. Our videos have been filed. We posted them here on X, where they come up with myself, Owen Schroyer, other reporters, and the state guard tells us
you're not reporting.
Turn your cameras off at midnight or 2 a.m. when they got all these buses coming across of men, women, and children, and many of them unaccompanied children.
Well, yeah, I mean, what's the alternative with you're just going to leave the children in the river, in the desert, in the... I mean, what do you presume is the process? Do you just say boo or something? What makes the children run away? Like I get how men would make you nervous because you're not one. And the women thing obviously will make you nervous because you can't satisfy one. But well, I'll just leave it there.
Admit hundreds of thousands of children under Biden have been smuggled into the U.S. So we know that.
Yeah, but I mean, in Biden's defense, Hillary eats like one a day. I think Huma Abedin can eat like 3 kids a day. Like, I mean, they're bathing in their blood. It's not like they're going to get a chance to vote, Alex. I mean, come on. This is, I mean, it's the new not white meat.
That Abbott's been talking a lot of talk, but he's been aiding it so far. Now, at least at Eagle Pass, he backed it up. He backed up the illegals. He put the barbed wire in. But a few miles down the road, he's still waving them through with the state guard. Our reporters are down there. The video's coming out. It's going.
So that's the by the way, in case you're not getting a fine grasp on the depth of intellect in this dopey motherfucker. The master plan is that Greg Abbott is only putting barbed wire on the beach on the Rio Grande River to stop people from crossing there, because he wants them to cross in through his special Texas gate where they can be, I guess, bussed up to kid farms in New York or something.
Viral. But the
like, he's not trying to keep them out of Eagle Pass. He's got a better way of sneaking them in.
World Economic Forum is a globalist organization of the UN to penetrate governments and to give corporate support to governors and mayors.
Governors? I don't think that's right. I wouldn't allow that.
But the World Economic Forum is a globalist organization.
Jews, I understand what you mean.
Of the UN to penetrate governments and to give corporate support to governors and mayors.
Yeah, corporations supporting governors, I don't like that at all. I'm against it. Nope. They should not be penetrating governors.
And senators and state congress people and
state congress people. Oh, that's the worst. But it's not as bad as governors.
Federal legislators to carry out the New World Order, to penetrate the cabinets, as Klaus Schwab famously talked about with David Gergen.
Is that why he shaves his head? Just so he can...
At the Kennedy school. But here's a new clip of him being asked about the WEF, and he won't even denounce it when he knows it's been one of the hottest topics for years, even on Fox News. This is pretty damning.
Okay, I have one question.
All right, we already saw this part. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Obviously, he's a Democrat and he can't be trusted. I would immediately start a recall campaign on him.
Control and run our lives.
And I have to say, when I mention now names like Mrs. Merkel, even Vladimir Putin and so on, they all have been young global leaders of the World Economic Forum. Mm-hmm. But what we are very proud of now, the young generation, like Prime Minister Trudeau, President of Argentina and so on.
And of course the governor of Texas, which is one of our best operatives, yes? Why didn't you tell the world, eh?
That we penetrate the cabinets.
That's right. Animals can be raised and slaughtered.
So yesterday I was at a reception for Prime Minister Trudeau. And
I was drinking out of the head of a baby. By the way, with a cardboard straw, because I'm trying to save the environment.
Know that half of this cabinet, or even more half of this cabinet, are for our actually young global leaders of the World Economic Forum.
And that's true in Argentina, too. Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's true in Argentina as well.
It's
done.
So in Argentina, and it's so in...
And of course, in Texas, women could be chosen for their reproductive appeal, you know.
France now. I'm with the president, who is a young global leader. But what is important for me?
So it's one thing to have been part of the WEF or go speak at it once and then say you're against it later. It's another thing entirely to not denounce it. That is damning of Greg Abbott.
Many Bothans died to bring us this information.
Jesus Christ. Look at this shit. Can we get a fucking copyright strike on this dumb motherfucker? Don't read it. It's a trap. That's literally, they just steal Star Wars footage to fucking sell his stupid Great Awakening, Great Reset book. Everything's great. Dude, it's great. No shock there. The Republicans are eating their own again.